Well, what did we learn tonight? What did we learn tonight? Okay, I'll tell you probably two or three things, okay? Number one, HBO still terrible at commentating. I mean, we'll get into it. Just wow, whatever. Number two, Gennady Golovkin is back, okay? You look, if you can't draw your own conclusions, and if you can't tell that to me, he's not getting old. He didn't look old in there. He's back. To me, that he looked like the prime version of Golovkin. Yes, it's a little bit hard to tell in 2 rounds, but we'll delve further into that. And by the way, reports are currently coming in right now. Canelo Alvarez spotted in Guadalajara, Mexico, bathing in clenbuterol. I'm dead serious. Look, the pictures are on Twitter. Canelo Alvarez bathing in clenbuterol. Apparently, the paparazzi got a couple of good pictures. Check them out on Twitter. It's no joke. So, look, Gennady Golovkin, number three. Okay, number three, he's willing to take two in order to give one. Willing to take two in order to give one. Now, what is boxing is hit and don't get hit. But, when you're a come forward, Mexican style, this was true, Cinco de Mayo boxing for you right here. And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. He's up against a light middleweight, blah, blah, blah. Look, this dude was bigger than Gennady Golovkin, outweighed Triple G, hitting just as hard. He was a game opponent. Fact is, this guy, he just got annihilated. So, look, Triple G, he looked a little bit stiff in round one, incredibly pissed off in round two. Okay, so this is what you get when you have an angry, come forward, pissed off Gennady Golovkin. Okay, tonight's version of Gennady Golovkin would beat Canelo in 4 rounds. We'll give him 4 rounds. We'll give him a courtesy round. 4 rounds, okay? Now, I've already heard all the other channels out there, the clickbait media, trying to discredit the victory to a certain degree, I understand, but there's very few middleweights in history or fighting today that could have done what he did tonight. Okay, you go back and you look at Golovkin's record, right? And it's not necessarily who he beat, it's how he beat them, okay? When you look at the Gabriel Rosados, the David Lemieux, the Martin Moraes, the resume. When you go back, it's not always about who you're fighting. Although they were all top 10s, it's about how you beat them. Okay. And dare I will say, I do believe Golovkin, tonight's version of Gennady Golovkin, could beat any middleweight in boxing history. That's right, Carlos Monzon, Bernard Hopkins, Leonard Hagler, whoever. Line them up, people, line them up. I'm telling you, okay? Now, this is why, okay? Look, this is why Canelo faked the whole drug thing or whatever. I think he faked. I'm going to go ahead and say it, and I'll make a video of it. I think the whole thing was staged. The whole knee surgery thing, couldn't go to the hearing, there's no way in hell that was an accident. It was all coincidental. Just so happens, right before the biggest fight of his career that he knows he's going to lose, he pops dirty. So, but whatever. The video tonight, it's not about Canelo, or it is in a way, but it's more about Golovkin. Now, like I said, I didn't like the fact that he was allowing himself to get hit, but I think maybe he wanted to test the power, kind of a feel-out round, that kind of thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, but, eventually that chin's not going to hold up. That's the only problem. But Oscar De La Hoya, probably trying to figure out a way to postpone the rematch for about another 2 years. Maybe when Golovkin is like, 47, we might get the rematch, right? But, look, my prediction was Gennady Golovkin round 4. He did it in 2. So, hey, whatever. It is what it is. But, I really thought he might carry him, kind of like he did Willie Monroe Jr., that kind of thing. And VANES, whatever, MARTIROSIN was the bigger man. So I was actually surprised at the size difference. Once you see him in the ring, side by side, I think I've got a couple pictures here. Yeah, this is immediately after the fight right here. He's just a lot bigger than Golovkin. It looks like a middleweight standing next to a welterweight. So look, Now, round 1 was good. Let's get into the fight real quick. Round 1 was good. I actually gave it to MARTIROSIN. I mean, it wasn't a whole lot going on in round one. I thought Golovkin looked a little stiff, but, again, more of a feel-out round to me. Both seemed like they had a little bit of ring rust to shake off. Golovkin landed like one power shot. And then at some point, I need to go back and rewatch it. MARTIROSIN actually went down, and they ruled it. Reese, the referee, ruled it as a slip. So I was like, I I was like, maybe I should go watch that again. I'll probably rewatch it again because I think it was a clean knockdown and he was just kind of holding on, you know. But it doesn't matter because look, the bomb dropped in round 2. The bomb dropped, okay, and I knew it was coming. You know, Don King talking all that trash about who is Gennady Golovkin. How do you pronounce his? You know, he's like, how do you pronounce his name? You know, he's fought nothing but a bunch of bums and a bunch of losers. You know, talking like directly to Golovkin at the press conference, talking about, you know, in order to be a champion, you've got to lose. You know, you've got to fall and rise again to be a champion. And tonight and tomorrow night is going to be your night to fall and rise as champion again later. You know, same thing he said in the Deontay Wilder Bermane Sterling fight. Okay, if you go back and watch it, it was the same bullshit line that he dropped during that press conference. But round two. Whoo, damn, round 2. I mean, Golovkin, he got hit in round 1, and I don't think he liked it. So he came back in round 2 and just put it on him, just laid it on him. I mean, that combination was beautiful. And that uppercut, oh my God, I felt that uppercut from my comfortable chair in Houston, Texas. I felt it. I'm telling you, the uppercut was brutal. Okay, followed by, I think it was like a left and then a right. Now, here's the controversy, okay. MARTIROSIN goes down. As he's going down, Golovkin finishes up like a 3 or 4 punch combination with a right hook that connected, but they're saying his knee was down. Now, immediately you have Bernard Hopkins say, I would have been disqualified for that. I would have got disqualified for that. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, was there a low blow? Like, did I miss something? What happened? You know, what the hell happened? So I'm trying to rewind it. Like, what happened? So, you know, here's the thing, okay? Well, let me back up. Then you got Max Kellerman saying, well, you know, technically, if a fighter is on the ropes like that, you know, it's technically he's knocked out. So technically, he got hit after he was knocked out. It's like, okay, whoa, back up, pause. So you mean to tell me, Max Kellerman, that if I'm a boxer, or let's take any boxing match in history, and I've got a guy hurt on the ropes that I'm supposed to stop, doctor, can you check on this guy? Hey, ref, you know, he looks a little dazed. You might want to check on him before I land another. But no, you finish him. That is your job as a boxer. You finish him. And, you know, in the heat of the moment, yeah, Golovkin threw a right, but he let off the gas is what he did, because he could have followed through with that kinetic energy with all full power, and just the dude would have been knocked out in like an hour. You know what I mean? He let off, okay? But I couldn't believe how they tried to like discredit it. I was like, what the hell? Like, what is going on here? You know? And so I'm going to go back and rewatch it again. And of course they replayed it. But after they replayed it once and they realized that it was kind of, you know, it was a clean punch, or it was an unintentional punch. And here's the thing. It was a series of punches. The first 2 or 3 did all the damage. The uppercut, the left, that left. Oh my God. I mean, it was just a vicious combination. Okay. That's what hurt him. It had nothing to do with that little tap right hook at the end. Okay, so it's like, man, they threw Golovkin under the bus the whole fight, and I just don't understand it. Like, why they just hate on this dude so much. And look, here's a message to all you people out there that hate on Golovkin. Why? I mean, if you're a boxing fan, this is what you want to see. You know, a guy that will get hit in order to hit. You know, take 2 to land 1, take 3 to land 1. I mean, as a boxing fan, and I get it, there's different styles of boxing, but, you know, he had it all. You know, I mean, in the short, you know, 5-minute fight that we saw tonight, I mean, I saw footwork, I saw everything but head movement. Like I said, that head movement is my only concern. You know, like I said, I'm going to keep it fair and unbiased. I didn't like that, you know, he looked a little bit stiff. And, you know, remember in the original Canelo Golovkin fight, he looked a little bit stiff. So, you know, hopefully, I'm hoping in this next fight, whoever it may be, Canelo, whoever, Charlo, whoever the mandatory, everybody's new favorite boxing star, Sergey Darvinchenko, whoever it is, you know, they need to work on that round 1, you know, jitters. I don't know what to call it. You know, they need to get that out of Golovkin. But the ring walk was cool. Actually, a fan sent me a video. They were there of the ring walk, so I'll show you guys that in just a little bit. But overall, it was a good fight. It went down exactly like I thought it would go down. Canelo, you know, nowhere to be found. You know, I'd like to hear from Canelo. You know, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Now, I'd really like to hear from you guys. I mean, what did you think about the knockdown? Do you think he should have been DQ'd? I mean, the fact that they were throwing around that word disqualification, I mean, so loosely, like, you know, every other word was DQ, DQ, disqualification. Oh, I would have been disqualified. Blah, 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 blah. You know, I'm just like, man, like these guys just need to give it up, give them a break. And look, they did the same thing to Manny Pacquiao. I don't know why. If Golovkin, you know, is signed to HBO, don't you think, wouldn't it? But you know what? Let me back up. I know I'm babbling. Okay, I think because they signed Jacobs on a 4-fight deal, that maybe they're trying to, but wouldn't they want to build Golovkin up in order to make the fight more appealing, like a Jacobs Golovkin rematch? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, where is the hate coming from? So anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. Just a quick reaction video. So I couldn't make a video before the fight tonight. I had you know, family obligations, work, stuff like that. So, but we'll be back. I got a couple more coming out tomorrow, and we're going to be going live pretty soon. So I look forward to talking to you guys live. Leave it below. What do you think? And thank you for watching.